My name is Frances Stewart. I'm the creator of the Swaddleshirt. It's an anti-anxiety t-shirt for dogs. This is Pixie. We adopted her a couple of years ago. She's an Azores cattle dog, and this is Leopold. I've had him since he was a puppy. He's our love monster. I've had dogs all my life. I grew up with dogs. I have been adopting dogs and fostering dogs for a couple of years now. Adopting dogs for much longer. So we adopted a dog a few years back. Her name was Rudy, and she was an Azores cattle dog. This dog was in a kennel for 7 months before she came to me. No one wanted her. She was aggressive, and she was very reactive, very scared, and very skinny. We ended up losing Rudy, unfortunately, and I love the breed so much. So after we lost Rudy, I went looking for another Azores cattle dog and found Pixie, who was in foster care. She had been running with a clubbed leg. She had bites on her leg because what they told me was that she had to fight for her food, and that's the reason she was so skinny. And I was so upset that that being in foster, that she was in that kind of condition. So I immediately took her home, put her in a bath, found bite marks all over her. It was so sad, and that's when I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. I can foster dogs. And so that's where I started thinking about the shirt and designing the swaddle shirt for Pixie. I read this book by Temple Grandin that has a whole section on, she works with animals, and it has a whole section on calming the dogs. She talks about a squeeze machine. She's actually autistic, and if you've heard of weighted shirts that they use with children, it works much the same. So it keeps them snug and feeling comforted. Pixie was very anxious in the car, very scared and panting. So I started working with her with the different shirts and trying on the shirts and doing different sizes and trying to work out, okay, the best fit and how snug does it need to be. And the prototypes were really through her. And then as we progressed, I had different foster dogs come in, and that allowed me to try different sizes and see how they fit, because of all the different, obviously, little dogs and big dogs and fat dogs and short dogs and the different sizes that come in. I use the shirts a lot at the beginning with the foster dogs, and then what happens is sometimes they don't need a shirt every day. They may only need it for certain occasions or certain environment, going for a walk, thunderstorms, car rides. It's so important that the fit is correct. People feel that it may be a little too tight, but that's the point. It needs to fit really snug, and it works on acupressure. There are a couple of products out there on the market, and I talked to people about what they liked or didn't like about the products. The biggest factor was velcro attachments. That noise of velcro really upsets the dogs. It doesn't stay snug, so they're constantly having to readjust the shirts. This is Baxter. He is my foster dog. He came to me through Save Me Rescue. He is very scared. He's a very timid dog. We really don't know his history. He was picked up as a stray. So what I've done with Baxter is right from the beginning, I put the shirt on him to help him with his timidness more than anything else. It just gives him that little bit of confidence. So the way the shirt fits on the dog, you pull it over their heads, just like that. You want to do it slow because you don't want to freak the dog out. You want it to be nice and calm. You pull the collar out, So the most important fit is the neck. You want to make sure it's nice and loose on the neck, like a collar. 2-finger rule. So what I do, and different people have found different ways of doing it, but what I do is I'll put my hand through, give me your paw, grab the dog's leg, I always call it an arm, pull it through, just like that. And then the other leg, pull it through, Baxter, just like that. You're a good boy. And then pull it over their chest and over them, just like that. And the most important thing, again, of course, the neck has to fit nice and snug. You want it snug here, snug in the chest, and snug in this section here. The back is not as important. You don't want it snug on the belly because you don't want it uncomfortable on their belly. You want it snug just around their body, just like that. Hey, Baxter, you a good boy? Taking off the shirt is very simple. You just pull it back and pull their arms through. And the other one, he's very good. And just pull it right over their heads, just like that. Hey, good boy. I've been getting great feedback. A dog that gets so upset during thunderstorms and circling and crying and trying to hide, and where they just will turn around in their shirt and go right to sleep through the storm.
This product has genuinely changed my dogs' lives. You never really know what you're going to get with 2 rescue dogs, and this product has helped me exponentially with both of them. My one dog, she suffers from anxiety. We put the Swaddleshirt on her, and immediately there was a change. I love this product, and if you try it, I know that you will too.
One of the best stories that I had was a lady who bought a shirt and her dog was barking. She lived in an apartment, and then her landlord said to her, "Where's your dog? We don't hear your dog anymore." "Oh, he's still here, he's just wearing his shirt." So that's how well it works on some of the dogs. So it's been really good.
I have a dog named Charlie who is afraid of thunder and fire alarms and fireworks. He also has epilepsy, so those events get him really stressed out. So if we can prevent the stress by using the swaddle shirt, which we do, then that means that he's less likely to have a seizure, so we definitely use swaddle shirt.
Leopold does not need a shirt. Leopold is happy-go-lucky, and not all dogs need them, and he doesn't need one. Hey, buddy? Yes, you're a happy boy. But you know, there's a lot of dogs out there that are very anxious and have a lot of different anxieties, and they need them, and it works for them. Right, Pixie?